I've gotten so many comments saying that this chair looks like angel wings, and I can definitely see why. So should that be my new branding? I don't know. Hello internet friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I post mostly lifestyle content, including this video where I talk about 25 overrated things. I hate long intros, so let's just get into this. I also split this up into 4 different categories. The first overrated thing is coffee. And I know what you're thinking, how is coffee overrated? Everyone literally loves it. Except me, because I've never tried it. But the way I see it, why would I want to try something that's bad for me? Coffee usually has caffeine and sugar in it, both of which are bad for you. People get addicted to coffee and they're usually crabby if they don't have it first thing in the morning. So I don't understand the hype about it. Next is carbonated drinks. This one is something that people seem to love for some reason. I have never liked carbonated drinks. Even when I was younger, I would rather put like pop or soda into the fridge overnight and then drink it in the morning when all the fizziness was gone. I just never liked the taste of like burning bubbles down my throat. So I just don't understand this one. It's not good for you because it causes bloating. Next is cheesecake. Why do people think it's better than other desserts? Because it's not. I mean, it's not better than regular cake. I just don't. It's kind of nasty too. I've never liked cheesecake ever in my entire life, the multiple times that I've tried it, or any flavor or anything. I just like, why? What's the big deal about cheesecake? Next is Starbucks. This kind of goes back to the coffee one, but besides coffee, the frappuccinos, lemonades, the desserts that they have, they're all terrible for you. And they taste good because they have loads of sugar in them. Like, I like Starbucks too, but people make it seem like they can't go one day without having Starbucks. It's not the end of the world. Next is eating meat. And I am a little bit biased on this one because I haven't eaten meat for over 3 years. I don't understand why this is still a thing. I don't know why people think it's still okay to purposely kill an animal for consumption. Like, it's 2018, we don't need to do that to survive. All the nutrients that we need can be found in plants. So why are we still intentionally slaughtering animals to eat? I mean, I don't know. So I went to the dining hall in between filming. I got really hungry. Hopefully this angle is the same as when I left off. And I'm just gonna pick off where I left off. Next is alcohol. So I am 19 years old and I have never had alcohol because I'm a law-abiding citizen. But like, seriously, I've never had alcohol. And I think college students and just everyone in general, I mean everyone 21 plus and college students, hold alcohol on this pedestal of being so great, and I don't understand it. I'd rather just drink water. The last item in this category is froyo, or frozen yogurt. The reason this is overrated to me is because it tastes exactly like ice cream. Maybe a slight bit different in some flavors, but normally it tastes just like ice cream, so I don't understand why you wouldn't just eat ice cream. I don't think it's much healthier than just eating ice cream because dairy in general is bad for you. The first one on my list, probably gonna offend some basic people again, is The Office. So long story short, I've been hearing people talk about The Office for like years now, about how funny it is and stuff. So just a couple months ago, I watched episode 1 and I was bored about 20 minutes in. I made myself watch the whole thing to see if it would get any better, and it didn't. So I don't understand why people think it's so funny. There's so many great TV shows out there, and this isn't one of them in my opinion. Next is Cardi B. I'm just not a huge fan of Cardi B. I think she's annoying and talks a lot in interviews and things like that. Her rapping is good, but it's not any better than Nicki Minaj or Iggy Azalea. She also seems to have come out of nowhere, and I have no idea why everyone's obsessed with her. Next, another one that is going to get basic people upset, Grey's Anatomy. I used to have to watch this in science class. I have no idea why, because I never learned anything about health in it, so still confused as to why I had to watch it in school. But I don't understand the hype about it. It seemed pretty boring, and I don't understand why people are addicted to watching it. I just don't. Next is 13 Reasons Why. I watched this when it first came out. I thought it was a pretty good show, and I liked watching it at the time, but there was nothing super special about it. The acting was a little bit cringy at times, in my opinion, and I thought the plot was pretty pretty predictable. Next is Netflix, and I do like some of the Netflix original shows, but people hype up Netflix way too much. I understand the concept of binge watching something, but I've never been someone to binge watch a TV show, and I don't want to start. I would rather just watch a TV show by watching one episode a week, space it out over a long period of time instead of watching a whole season in like 2 days. Next is rap music. I don't know if this is a personal preference, I just don't like rap music. A lot of times the lyrics in rap songs are narcissistic, misogynist, racist, sexist, and just all these things that are bad. And there are so many other genres that I think are better and a lot of times underrated. The last one in this category is Star Wars. I just don't understand why it's referenced all the time. I've seen a couple of the Star Wars movies and they were boring. Like, I get it, the concept's cool, whatever, but I don't know, it's just overwatched and overhyped a lot. And the first one in this category is Facebook. I really don't know why people still use Facebook. It was cool in 2010, maybe 2011, possibly 2012. The platform is all jumbled and disorganized, and whenever I check it like a couple times a year, I just don't understand why people use it. Next is Apple, and disclaimer, I do have an iPhone and a MacBook. Apple products are extremely overpriced. The technology isn't as good or is as the same as competitors who have lower prices, and they often have a lot of glitches and bugs in them. Next is Beats headphones. I really have never understood Beats headphones. I think they're super overpriced. I don't know why you would need that grade of quality unless you're like a professional or something. But if you're just getting Beats for fun, why? You can just literally get a $20 pair of headphones, maybe even $10. I don't understand why anyone needs to listen to music with a $200 pair of headphones. Next is Amazon Alexa and Google Pixel. I think these are overrated because they're literally just making us lazy and they're completely unnecessary. I don't understand why you can't just have a speaker if you want to listen to music. You can't just pick up your phone if you want to buy something online. I mean, you can do everything that they can do yourself. The last one in this category is Facetune. So Facetune is the mobile app version of Photoshop, kinda, made by a different company and all, but I understand why this app exists, so that you can make small changes and change up the background, fix the lighting, things like that, which is why I have the free version of Facetune. But I think some people take it too far when they're smoothing their skin in every photo, making their eyes whiter and larger, making their face smaller, and it's bringing confidence levels down, not just by the people doing it, but by the people who are viewing these pictures and thinking that this is actually how these people look in real life. The first thing on this category is sports, and I used to be a cheerleader, so I understand sports, but I think some sports fans take it way too far. Getting into fights with fans from the other team, or thinking it's the end of the world when your team doesn't win, is unnecessary. People make too big of a deal about sports. The next one I could talk about all day. It's Lily Pulitzer. I have hardcore hated Lily Pulitzer since like 10th grade, when all the girls in my grade, besides like a couple of us, decided to wear Lily Pulitzer to every single event. I just thought the patterns were so ugly. They're way too busy, way too colorful and vivid and bright, and I just don't understand why girls like these Lily Pulitzer dresses. Like, they're not cute. And I'm pretty sure they're pretty expensive too, so just go to Target and get a cuter dress, okay? Speaking of Target, the next thing on my list is Target. Who would have guessed? So don't get me wrong, I do love Target, and I actually would prefer going to Target over other stores, but so many girls think that Target is the best place ever and it's like heaven for them. I just don't understand that. Sometimes Target has higher prices than other stores, and I don't understand why people need to go there at least once a week. I mean, I don't know. Next is Greek Life. So when I first got to this school, I was considering joining Greek Life a little bit. I didn't really know what it was or what they did, and I thought it was cool to live in like a house full of girls that have similar interests or something. But then I found out what Greek Life actually is, and that is drinking, hooking up, and partying. It also costs you every month because they charge you dues just to be in the sorority or fraternity. So I don't know why people even join it. Next is vaping. I've never vaped before, but I know so many people love to do it. Even on my campus, I see people vaping. I just don't understand why it's bad for you. it was originally created to help people stop smoking, but now people just do vaping even if they've never smoked before, which makes no sense because it's just a bad habit that you're creating for yourself. And I don't understand why everyone's so obsessed with vaping. And the last thing for this video is high heels. I don't understand high heels because they're uncomfortable. Yes, they look cute sometimes, but they hurt your feet. You can hardly walk in them, and they're just unpractical. I don't understand why people would want to put their feet through that kind of pain. So I personally would rather wear a shoe that I can walk in for more than 10 minutes and that doesn't give me any pain. I don't know why people would want to wear something that isn't comfortable. So that is all for my video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.